Good afternoon and welcome to a video that's a kind of video I've not made before. I was requested by one of my subscribers to explain what I took on my recent Hadrians Way trip. So bear with us because it's the first time, there's no script written down, so I'll probably just be waffling on a load of rubbish. I'm thinking straight away, I haven't got the temper I took. Where did I put that? Right, I'm back in the room. So, Hadrians Way, something me and my mate Geordie have spoke about for years and years, to be honest. I mean, probably since I ever met Geordie, I always said that I fancied walking Hadrians Way, with it being the most local trail to both of ourselves. So I put a date in the diary, and I forgot all about it. And I messaged Geordie, I said, Geordie, did I speak to you about doing the Hadrians Way on? I can't remember the date we did it on now. I'll try and put it in the video when I edit it. But he says, you did mention it. It was a bank holiday, so what we did was I think I took the Thursday and Friday off. Geordie's bike will lift to the end at Buenos on Solway, is that correct? Aye, Buenos on Solway. Got there for about 9 o'clock and was set off. Did quite well that day. Anyway, getting back to the video, the stuff I took with us. Right. So we'll start with, first of all, what I carried everything in. Excuse the sliding about in the chair. Right, this rucksack here, which is the Montaigne, and it says the Trailblazer 44. Lovely pack, brilliant. As it says in the tin, it's 44 litres, and it has side pockets there, which I'll get onto in a minute. It has a couple of large hip belt pockets there. Really good thing about it is it's got a big neck pouch on the front. See on that side, big hip belt pocket and the side pocket. You can also access it from there in the separate compartment, which is very handy. It's hydration bladder compatible, but I'll also get back on that in a minute. So you get a hydration bladder thing inside of there. Put your hydration bladder in, goes in there, and you have a tube somewhere. H2O, there you go. The tube comes out here, and you have a little clip somewhere to clip the pipe on. All in all, great comfortable pack. I'd say to try travelling lightweight on the Hadrians Way. And I'm not a great fan of lightweight, to be honest. It's got its places, but it's not for me. Not really for me at all. The problem I had with the pack was also it's got two pockets on the front, which you can buy little hydration things for, but they'd only be 250 millilitres, 300 millilitres, and I didn't think it's worth it. I just kept my phone in there, and I kept my GoPro, not my GoPro, I keep saying GoPro, DJI Osmo Action on a small tripod in there, and we'll come back to that later on as well. So that's the pack. The downside of the pack was I also took a couple of these bottles. Just excuse me a moment. I take a couple of these SIS bottles. Is it SIS? I don't know what this one is. You know they take a bottle anyway. It's a litre bottle, bite valve on the top, fits in there lovely. You know, great, fantastic. However, when this bag's packed, you kind of get them side pouches aren't elastic, so you're struggling to get the bottles in and out. You've got to get your mate to date. You can't access the pockets when you're on the move, so that's a big letdown, to be honest. But there again, it is hydration bladder compatible, so maybe I should have used the hydration bladder. But another thing about the pack was I think it was about 4 or 5 litres too small for my needs on that trip. If you put the hydration bladder in, you're going to be losing 2 litres of the space straight away, so you're going to be even more down. But I don't know, it's a good pack, nice and lightweight. I bought it. All the equipment I bought. I never accept anything for free. I wouldn't do it, because then I would give it I would like to give an unbiased sort of opinion of things, and if I was getting things for free, I didn't think I would be unbiased. So that's the pack. Tent. Because I was travelling lightweight, I have got the correct bag somewhere for this tent, but unfortunately I don't know where it is. But I wouldn't carry it in the bag anyway. It's the Terra Nova Solar Photon. That's at the end of the list here. The good thing about it is, as you can see, that's the inner and the outer. and that's it. I don't know how many litre dry bag there is. It says an extra small one, but that's it there. It's maybe the size of a small melon or a large grapefruit, whatever you want to, or maybe it's a bowling ball you would deep bowls with. That's the tent, I suppose. However, the size of it and the lightness of it, it only weighs just under a kilo. It's not worth it. It's a faff to put up. You slide about in it with the material it's made out of. It's not very stable in any kind of wind, and I think it leaks as well. I'm not too sure about the leaking bit, but the fly sheet doesn't seem to reach the floor very well. And the bathtub's not big enough to bridge that gap, so you've got to, it's not good. I don't like it. Anyway, that was the tent. Also, when I bought that brand new, there was one of the main guy lines was missing from it. I've contacted Terranova time and time again, and that's just a bit of string with the concrete on, but I paid it. I paid good money for it. I paid 500 quid for it. I expected it had the guy line on, and it wasn't the case of, oh well, that's just a guy line point where you could just attach an additional one if you wanted. It was the main guy line. I wanted a bit of string, exactly the same as the other guy lines. Might seem a bit petty to some people, but nah. Terrible customer service. Next, sleeping. I enjoy a good sleep. And on this trip I took this bag here, which I've had for years, and it is a Life Venture, and it's just a down travel bag, which I bought from Sloan Rock probably nearly 20 years ago. So it's lasted as well. The zip's a bit, I pull on the outside, pull on the zips, it still works. Not a bad bag, and as I see it packs down, there's nothing, and it really packs down to virtually the same size as that tent. So I do admit it's hydrophobic down, which is not very good because it gets damp, but as long as the weather's not going to be too cruel, you can live with a slightly damp bag, I think. You're not going to be able to do a multi-day without getting the bag damp unless it's hydrophobic. So that's that. Next. Where am I up to next? Oh yes, next. Sleep mat. This here. Again, this isn't inside its proper stuff sack because I don't know where I put it. I've mislaid it somewhere, and it's like, anyway, it's the Thermarest X-Therm Max rectangular. Not sure what it weighs. I think the whole bag weighed on the Hadrians Way trip was 7 kilos without liquids, so I got it down pretty well. Like, had that years, been fantastic. Not a problem with it. It's nice and quiet. It's comfortable, and it's probably one of the best bits of outdoor kit I bought, to be honest. My son's bought us that for Christmas. Right, what was next? Cooking. Right, before cooking, we'll do a double whammy here. What I bought was Adventure Foods from Go Outdoors. I'll give a shout out again to Go Outdoors. They've got these on at the moment, a few different flavours. This is chicken curry. I have the pasta bolognese one, and there's a chicken hot pot one, I believe. They are quite nice, but my favourite's the pasta bolognese. I didn't eat this on the trail because I ate the pasta bolognese once. These are currently on buy one get one half price, so it's £9 for 2 dehydrated meals, which I think is excellent value. They're quite filling and they're quite tasty as well. So that's that. Cooking. Alp kit. Corridor stove. I did have problems with this. I took it back to Alp kit and I had excellent customer service. They didn't ask for a receipt or anything, and what happened was the O-ring disappeared from the inside there, which is quite dangerous, like, to be honest. I would advise anybody who buys a stove of this nature, this type with an O-ring in, just to make sure that O-ring's there and it's in good nick. Good little stove, lightweight. It's made of titanium. It's folds down to practically nothing. Nice and lightweight. It's obviously it's a one that screws on top of the canister, so you can move it about. It's good. I normally carry a little bit lighter. I used to carry a striker as well, but I don't know where the striker's gone. You should really always carry a striker just to make sure that you've got some means of lighting your stove or you're having cold food. So that's that. I took a did I put it across here? No, I must have put it on the shelf. I took 2 partially full canisters because I wasn't sure. It lasted us fine, to be honest. Back in there, I'm showing lighters in there, I don't want to forget that. In case I go on a trip. I was going to go on a trip today, but tomorrow's weather forecast is terrible, gale force winds. And I didn't like I'm not one of these who messes about in the bad weather. Spoke, long handle so you can get down to the pot. Light venture again, so that'll probably be from Snow and Rock. There we go. Pot, 900ml Alp kit, titanium, 900 millilitres. I've had that for years, no problems with it. It's been great. Little handles on, good stuff. Doubles up as a mug for drinking out of. Them little bottles there, I used to carry hip flasks with us. Hip flasks weigh a ton. This is virtually nothing. They didn't leak. I think they're 150 millilitres. So if you take a little nip of whiskey, save a little bit of weight on that. Right. Oh, what here? Obviously, I'll come on to that in the next video. No, sorry, did I use that? I didn't use that. No, I didn't use that in the Hadrians Way. Right. Ah, there it is. Right. Oh. Sorry, I've got nothing here. I was sleeping. It's a seat of some pillow. I've had that for years. A friend bought us that for a birthday present. It's on its last legs now. I'm going to replace that someday, but brilliant. It's a middle-sized one. It blows up, nice and comfortable. You have a good night's sleep. Primus 250ml. Yeah, 230 gram. I've still got a tiny bit left in, so I might use that on another trip. This here, Lucy Quintcraft. It's a thermal pouch for keeping your dehydrated meals in. Where I put the dehydrated meal, you warm the meal up, you put it in there, and then you fold it over, and it's thermal. It's got insulating material in there. Excellent quality. There you go. Big shout out to Lucy. She makes an excellent outdoor kit. So we check out Quintcraft and little camping needs. Right, but what also this does up as is a sort of electronics bag. I can keep bits for the tripod and just little bits of Osmo batteries and things like that, and little thumb screen and what have you. So that's that. Took a water filter. I filtered water where I could, but where I couldn't, obviously I had to buy water. I would recommend them, they're excellent. My mate Chris here bought one of these years ago, and I compared this to the Sawyer. The Sawyer's flow rate's hopeless. This has got a good flow rate. You can buy different size bottles for it. This is a 0.06 litre. I could do with a bigger one actually, but not bad. Good kit. Waterproofs. I bought new waterproofs for the trip, because the waterproofs I've got, it's a Palamore jacket. That's my winter jacket, and I wanted some more one lightweight. This is what I've got. I've come in hard and find one of these. I didn't think it would be very good. They're just a simple, simple Gore-Tex Berghaus Packlight. Excellent, great bit of kit. Kept us dry in some pretty torrential downpours on the Hadrians Way. Bottoms are just a Decathlon. They're not the latest. I'm going to buy some Packlight bottoms to go with that. This was probably a mistake. It didn't feel as, but it wasn't the brightest torch. It's a little Euro hike, cheap. I bought it for my wife for when we went caravan, so when we were walking back from the pub and that. I took it with us because I thought it's all I would need, but there was times when I could have fancied walking a bit in the dark. Not on the Hadrians War trip, but I'll get back to it on that trip. But you know, I feel it was alright in the tent. That's the head torch. Power bank, not sure what make. It's a 20,000 milliamp hour, I think. That lasted us just about on the Hadrians Way trip. Maps, right? The maps. I've got a Cumbria Way one. I've got a Great Glen Way one. I've got a Hadrian's Warpath. These maps aren't the best for navigating. I've never really tried navigating with a map and compass yet with these. They're more better for looking at the route, seeing like route planner, looking at the route, the end of the day, looking where you've been. But I'm not a big fan of the pros. Are they're light, they're small, they're compact, they're waterproof, but they just don't show the detail the Northern Survey map shows. So That's the sort of con of it. Sorry, the pros, but the con is, like I say, the detail. It doesn't show you the detail. Field boundaries, things like that, walls, fences, silver compass. That's what I carry with us all the time. The weir marking on the trailer was fantastic, really good. I think me and Jodie misplaced ourselves probably twice, and that was because we're just yakking away. We weren't looking where we can. There's plenty of weir markers. We missed the weir markers. Obviously, we all went wrong, but we did backtrack, and we never took any shortcuts. We did the whole lot. Clothing wise, this hat I've had for years. I bought this because a colleague of mine sadly passed away, skin cancer. He's a lovely bloke, and as soon as I found, I used to just bake in the sun. I wasn't bothered, and I ended up. I bought this as a tribute to him. What I say, I bought it. It's quite sad, to be honest. But anyway, it's a brilliant hat. It's starting to wear out now. Like, I've worn it that much, Tilly hat, brilliant hats. Now, I'm going to go on the guarantee, because they're guaranteed for life, and I'm going to see if I can get this one replaced. We'll see. Other clothing wise, I always take spare clothes for the last day when I'm finished, so I can get changed. I'm travelling anyway. This is what I used on the first bit of the trail. I'm sure if you watched the video, that's me outlaws and waxing, the very first one. As you can see, it's well and truly not the lenses. That's the inside lens as well, so it's not just a case of putting a new outer lens on. It needs to go back to DJI, so I need a new one, and it was a good excuse to buy a new one, which is the Action 4, which I'm very pleased with. This is what I used on the next trip that I did. But it's a good camera. DJI, and I think that about rounds it up. Weir marking was great. We did it in 4 days. It's hard going. It's quite a well weir marked, as I say. It's quite that middle bit in the Roman wall, where you actually are walking alongside the wall. It's hard walking, mate. It's up and down, and it's quite steep and severe up and down. But it was an enjoyable trip. With Geordie's a fit bloke. He was in the front. He was way ahead of me all the time. We've just got different walking speeds. I think we're sort of. I'm not sure. I would say his stamina, his sort of endurance is probably better than mine. But I think he hides his. I think he hides his abilities a little bit. I don't think he believes in himself, but he's a fit bloke. And he's faster than me. So that's it. Now, I've done one of these before. I'm not sure how it's going to come out. I'm not sure if we'll even get to the it'll get past the cutting room floor, but we'll see. This is my little spare room now for me video editing. So it was I've just reviewed what I've just filmed there before, and the camera's straight now. I'm on a dodgy horizon, but it's just one of the things. Getting back to the video, I've watched the video. It only took 20 minutes, so it ran out. The end of the video just disappeared. But getting back to clothing, I realised I missed that bit out. Obviously, I took them waterproofs, what I mentioned. I took spare clothes clean clothes for the last day, which we didn't get a chance to change into, to be honest. And trousers, I wore just a pair of walking shorts, which I think my wife got us one day from a second-hand store in Kendal, because we went out to Kendal in the caravan. I didn't pack for summer, I packed for winter, and we got there, it was red hot. It was Easter weekend gone there, it was red hot, so Lynn she was going shopping, so I says keep an eye for some shorts in the second-hand store. So she got us some, I think they're from Mountain Warehouse, but they seem decent, decent shorts. I just better check this message in case my wife wanted to get in the back door. Might have locked her out. No, I don't think it is. It's somebody else. I'll answer that in a minute. Excuse me. Where was I? Alright. Just as I say, from Mountain Warehouse. They seemed half decent, they weren't too bad. Top, I just wear any kind of top. I had a Montane top on. I had just a Marks and Spencer's sort of sportswear top on one day, which they're quite good. anything problem cotton really. If I wear long trousers, I just wear crag hoppers. I didn't believe in all this, you know, the jozzle raving and all that stuff. You know, it's like I said before, it doesn't matter what pair of trousers or what pair of shoes you put on. At the end of the day, it's the legs that gone to the trousers or the shoes that gone to the feet that gone to the shoes that make the difference. The footwear I wore was these. My mate Jody had bought a pair, and we're both like to save a few quid for it to see what we're planning on retiring as soon as we can. So these are only 30 quid. I've done 2 national trails in them. They're still working. So that's them. Hope you can see them. Before these, I had a pair of Altraldo and P5, which I will be buying that pair then eventually, because they were brilliant. Anything else this year? This is my little den, and behind, you can't see behind the camera is the mess, but I must show you the mess before we cut off. This is my little comfy chair there, where you just sit there with a glass of wine on a night time. On Cornish way at the weekend you can anyway, not during the week. I can't sit there with a glass of wine because I've got work in the morning. But there's the mess. That's the mess up there. That's your mess, folks. It's all camping gear and cycling gear. I've got my panniers down there. Aye, cycle helmets, my dumbbells. Aye, it was a good trip. Very good trip. Just trying to get that steadied up. So, I've never made one of these before, and I've had to find it quite difficult actually sitting here talking to the camera in my house. And I've had to wait till my wife went out because I didn't want to. I didn't want to ear wigging. But thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll put this out on a video, and I hope it's a help to some people. Some of the gear I've got's expensive gear. Some of the gear I've got's not so expensive. I think it's a matter of finding what works for you. Some people might like to spend 200 quid on a pair of trousers. I didn't see the point. If you're going to spend 200 quid, I would spend it on a waterproof jacket or a pair of shoes maybe. But trousers, no. So anyway, I hope it's been a help to somebody, and I'll try and refine these videos in the next one I do. And, I might need a bit more practice. I might need to write notes and stick them on the side that wardrobe there, and just glance across there when I see what I'm up to, so I don't miss bits, which I will, and for a fact I will. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.